maybe even get rid of him now. What I'd like to call out here, lads, is I might be in 7th, but I am winning something. I've planned ahead. I've only got 3. You've all got 4. So there you go.
There you go.
Only got 3 players.
Just shoot up that league. Get
Hashtag winner.
20 point gap.
But I won't be scared to use my wild card in short.
From what you've all said, to recap this for Juan, I feel like there's 3 options, right? There's 4. Wild card, we're saying no. Free hit, we're saying it's probably a better time to use it. Leaves 2 options. Store up your transfers and do nothing. Or what about this? You make your 1 transfer this week with that game week in mind. You've got Leicester playing Man City this week at Leicester.
Yep.
Do we think Leicester, for you, NVD, is Mahrez going to do anything against Leicester? I mean, it's his old team, actually.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's.
Is it going to be a 0-0 that game?
I mean,
he's got to start that game.
I mean, does he play against West Ham? If he starts, how old does he play? Does he make it into the next game week? I mean,
they've got Real Madrid coming up.
Exactly, and that's the problem, right? You could completely tinker, thinking that actually, you know what, against Leicester, right? Let's change it up a little bit, slightly more defensively minded.
Yeah. You've got to think, Aston Villa play Southampton, so Grealish will probably play.
Yep.
Probably 100%. Want to be keeping him.
Yep.
You've got Arsenal-Everton. I mean, Aubameyang's clearly going to be in with a chance there. And then the other two teams are Sheffield United and Arsenal. So Sheffield United are playing Brighton. You'd probably want to see your Sheffield United boys. So it does look to me that Leicester, Man City, get rid of a Man City guy this week and bring in, say, Man U are playing Watford.
And when
we lost 2-0 in the reverse fixture, surely we'll do it.
I just almost replaced Grealish with Ozil. That won't do any good because he won't be playing either.
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
I see what you're saying, though, because he's come back in as a team. But what I was going to say is that I think what the deciding factor is, if you're not going to do a wild card, and if you're going to save up your points or whatever you're going to do in that game week, right? Save up your transfers. I think what it's going to come down to is how much you're going to lose by trying to get those players back into your team.
If you want them back, yeah.
For example, I looked at De Bruyne. He's shot up in value so much since I bought him. It's going to be impossible to get him back. I'll have to probably sell another 2 players to get De Bruyne back.
Your team's worth 106 million.
106.1.
Yeah,
get it right.
I'm on 103 here.
But that's what I'm saying. So by the time, because I bought them lower and then now they're worth too much, I won't be able to get them back. But someone like Aguero, for example, I'd only have to try and figure out another 0.3 million to get him back on my team. With Vardy not playing so well, maybe Aguero.
Definitely got to take that into consideration. 100%. How can I get it back?
Can I get it back if he starts to bang in loads of goals?
But to Juan's question, no. So the answer basically is, don't make a transfer this week and save up 2 and do 2 at once.
Yep.
Or get rid of one of maybe your Man City players this week with an eye on that one, and then you've got another one then. So will you be storing or using 1-1, Ricky?
Me personally, I think I'm going to try and, if I can, store a transfer and then look to make, depending on who's played well, what the Champions League games are looking like. I think the only other one extra point to that is Salah versus Mane, like we were talking about. You can actually save a bit of money by swapping from Salah to Mane right now because Mane's gone down in value.
But but then that won't help you for that game week because
what I mean is like if you need to recreate some
afterwards
some money, to get let's say to get De Bruyne or to get Aguero back.
So NVD, will you store up 2 or are you going to do a 1-1?
Yeah, I'll be storing up. Yeah.
Storing. Sean and John McGinn fanboy.
I honestly think I'll use my free hit. I don't know
why you free hit.
Yeah, I don't know why you counted it out so quickly. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can get those players out before this week, but then you're left without any of those players.
I feel the reason for the free hit being stored is in previous seasons. There's always been a game week where only 8 teams are playing.
Yeah, this game week's.
This team you've got 16 playing.
It's going to be a big double game week, and there's also going to be potentially another blank game week.
I mean, maybe free hit it though, mate. I mean, you know, your chips are almost gone. You're top of the table. You're winning. Don't listen to me.
Just don't even bother changing your team now.
Yeah, do what you do. Juan, there you go, mate.
We'll give you more than one option.
Thank you
3
very
options.
much, guys.
What are you thinking?
I completely appreciate it, and Gringos, I love the podcast, and I'm going to show all of Mexico City what you're all about.
Excellent, my lad, and enjoy tequila as you do that.
Tequila.
Good man. Can you send us some sombreros as well?
Absolutely.
We've only got San Diego hats. Fantastic. Really great to get a rambling from Juan. If you want your rambling to be read out on the air, send us an email, leftinthechangingroom@gmail.com, because left back in the changing room was gone. We're also on Reddit, Neil. How do you get hold of us there?
That's it. If you just go to Reddit and search for Left Back FPL, you'll find us. That's our channel. Subscribe to us, but then we're also on the Fantasy Premier League channel as well, so you can see what we're putting there as well.
And if you're feeling real generous, kudos us up, because we like some kudos in.
Yeah, Karma
Chameleon,
like boy George.
And Karma as well. We want Karma or kudos?
Well, I mean,
just give us what you can.
I'll take Karma over
we are not fussy.
Boy George, but yeah, it's all good.
Sean, how do you get hold of us on Twitter?
Left back FPL.
Exactly, and please get involved. We've still got a poll. We're trying to get Sean a new name.
I need a new name as well.
Still injured.
Yeah,
two people need a name. We're all falling apart.
Needs to be done.
I've got to join
Train.
train.
All right, gents, it's that time of the show. Then we need to progress and we need to press on. We are going in to game week 27.
Some big fixtures this week.
Big fixtures. Kicks off on the 22nd, 7:30 a.m. here in New York. That'll be the 12:30 in London. Chelsea versus Spurs.
Ooh.
Great game.
Yeah,
Tasty.
what a game.
NVD, what do you think?
I mean, Chelsea coming off of a 2-0 loss, I think at home as well to Manchester United. I think they've got a point to prove. It's a London derby as well against Spurs. Spurs, without Son. I think Ricky Pellegrini, you spoke about how
fractured arm.
He's out with a fractured arm. He's had surgery, so he's out for a number of game weeks.
That's going to hurt Spurs a lot.
It really is. I mean, with Kane out as well, it really does. And they're starting to come into some form, and I think that's a big.
Who's going to step in? Who's going to step in for Spurs? I know what they got. The Celso, that's come in, and I know he's a young lad, and but they don't really have that much backup. They've got Lucas Moura. He's not really an out-and-out striker. Who are they going to really throw in there? Lamella, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, they can push forward Dele Alli a little bit, but that's not really his natural position. So I think they're going to struggle, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think this is probably actually kind of a fixture that Chelsea can exploit. They should be playing better at home. I think they've been hugely inconsistent this season, but I do back them at home against Spurs.
Frank's men.
Yeah,
will get it done.
I think they'll get the win. I really do.
We were saying this earlier. Chelsea have had terrible form lately as well, right, Jimmy?
Well, they came up against United. United. Let's not forget. We are a force to be reckoned with.
They haven't
but
won
they have
five
had bad
games.
Form. You're right.
It's 5 games ago. They beat Burnley 3-0 at home, but they lost to Newcastle 1-0, drew with Arsenal 2-0, drew with Leicester, and then they lost to Man U. And
I think you also look at their goal difference,
the fizz is running out.
They've let in 36 goals, mate. But out of the teams in the top 8 positions, they've let in the most.
Yeah.
They haven't got a solid defence. They are leaking. I think.
Whereas Tottenham, despite Son, I mean, I personally think, like you say, Son being out of the team is going to be a different Tottenham. They're not going to have any outlet really.
But NVD's gone Chelsea to win this, right?
I mean, even though form is against them, right? I mean, you look at Spurs; they've won their last 3
in a row, and they beat Man City. I just feel with Spurs, you get so much
Mourinho's
sort of confidence from beating a Man City.
I mean, it's a big player missing now, though. To be fair,
but Bergwijn looks all right. When's Kane back in? Is he coming back soon?
I don't think.
Not anytime soon.
Eriksen's not back.
He'll be lucky if he's there for
Eriksen's gone, isn't he?
I think it's a fixture.
He's not coming
So
back.
he's not coming back. He's really gone.
Well, weird transfer as well. Weird transfer to go to Milan.
He's doing all right, apparently. Yeah. But no, I actually do hear what you're saying, because without those players, without Son, Kane, Eriksen,
we were just saying Lamella, Lucas Moura,
Lo Celso.
There's not a lot where
Moura can
step.
Someone's got to step up if Spurs are to win it. It could be Bergwijn and Moura.
Right in.
But who do you think is going to step up for Chelsea?
Yeah, I mean,
with Abraham out,
is
this like a bit of a stalemate? I mean, Mourinho going back to Stamford Bridge as well. He's going to want to win that.
Was it Giroud who played?
He came on, Giroud.
Yeah.
I can't remember who they had up top. I wasn't watching.
Because Kante got injured. I think Kante's a big miss for Chelsea as well.
He is, yeah. So I mean, that's a lot of kind of,
he'll be out for probably a few weeks.
That's a solid one. And also as well, a little bit shaky as well insofar as they've got...
Oh, they started with Batshuayi.
I mean, they've dropped...
Oh, yeah, he was terrible, actually.
Yeah, he isn't good.
I mean, Kepa's out. they played Cavallero in. Well, as in Kepa's out, I say he's out. He's on the bench, so I mean that's a big kind of not a vote of confidence, to be honest. So they had Pedro up top as well. I mean,
so NVD, tell us the score here.
I'm going for 2-1.
2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. I think Pedro and Batshuayi will be amongst the goals.
And then I honestly think, though, from what everyone just been talking around this table, there's not really value in any of these players. I wouldn't be looking here at all.
Too risky.
Yeah, it could well be a stalemate. It could be a 0-0.
Correct.
Mourinho don't want to lose it.
I don't think it's going to be a fascinating game.
Okay, excellent. So we kick off with a juicy game. We're not thinking it's going to be
very juicy
too
game.
Strong. We don't know who's going to score, but 2-1 NVD's gone for. Sean the John McGinn fanboy, you're looking at the next game for us, and it is another tasty one. It's Leicester City versus Manchester City. What's going to happen,
This is a very interesting game, because if you look at the form recently, you'd think, City are well on top, going to win this. But what you remember is City's only 1 point ahead of Leicester in the league, right? This is before the Wednesday night match. But 1 point ahead, they've actually only had one win more and 2 draws less, so that's how they get there. And Leicester have been a force at the King Power, right? I know Southampton went there recently and beat them. Although apart from that, the last other home game they beat West Ham 4-1, right? And I just think, it's all the making there. You're going to too easy to get carried away and say, this is going to be City all over them. I know they beat them 3-1 in December as well, but I think there's still some ground for the Foxes to step up. And if Vardy can find his form again, he's still holding on to top goal scorer. So are you quick to dismiss him and say yes?
He does need to find his form. His form is 1.2. If you're looking at the fantasy statistics, he basically has not scored a goal.
Was it 6 weeks at least?
8 game weeks.
8 game weeks.
2 of those he was injured. So
Funny
6
enough,
game
I feel
weeks,
like
no goal.
The last time,
1 assist.
one of the last goals he scored was against Man City. It was just before Christmas.
Yeah.
It was like 21st of December.
But Sean and John McGinn fanboy, you don't have him in your team. NVD, you still got him.
I've still got him.
Hellers, you've still got him.
Yeah.
I've still got him.
I just can't. I feel like every week.
Maybe he needs to go.
He's going to score though, right? He's still the top scorer. Isn't he?
Maybe it's time to get him back in my team.
It's difficult to remove him when you know that game week is coming that we spoke about with Juan, because if you remove him, then
exactly,
unless you've got
it's not only that, you got to look at it. You got to look at the fixtures for Leicester that are coming up as well. So apart from the Man City,
great fixtures.
There's 4, maybe 6 favourable fixtures. Which
Jamie Vardy's going to score.
Which, even if you get some modicum of form, he is going to get you points. For even half of those game weeks.
A modicum of form.
I like that.
Taking us to next game.
Well, I've been hanging around with Hugh Grant.
Oh my God!
Notting Hill.
You, Hugh Grant, and
Elizabeth
Kloppo.
I mean, the other thing that dictates it for City is, as you mentioned earlier, Pellegrini. This game's now on the Wednesday night. They've then got the important Champions League game midweek next week as well. Real Madrid. So, are they going to kind of go a bit easier? Are they going to hold back? Not play Aguero? We'll see that rotation come in place. And I actually see it got a 1-1 draw written all over it.
1-1 draw.
Yeah.
Who's scoring?
I'm going to say Vardy.
Yes.
And I'm going to say Mahrez.
Yes.
Vardy and Mahrez.
That would be poetic, wouldn't it, if Mahrez...
That'd be great for my team.
You heard it here. Excellent. Thank you, Sean. Ricky Pellegrini, take us into your game of the weekend. Where are you watching, lad?
Yeah, so I was going to talk about Southampton, Aston Villa, because this is a relegation scrap. Southampton are going to be the favourites.
What did he say? Oh.
But you know what?
No, it's going to be a good game. I was only joking.
I think from an FPL perspective, everyone has got Grealish. I have to say I was one of the first ones to get in the team.
You were.
You
gave your secret away.
Now.
I haven't got Grealish. Do you know what, guys? I had another epiphany this weekend. I've realised where I'm going wrong.
You've had so many epiphanies.
But this is one that is stuck with me the whole... It was a long, long shower. And this didn't happen in the shower. It happened once I was drying myself after shower.
Post-shower.
Post-shower. And I was just thinking, where I'm going wrong is... And this is the problem with fantasy. When you hold your bias or your kind of hatred for players...
Your emotion.
Yeah. It's the emotion. And it's like Grealish. I always look at him and I'm like... pull
think
your
it's just a
bloody
fancy-
socks up, mate.
Yeah.
I cannot have someone in my
fancy hair,
Yeah,
low socks.